side, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Last game for the Timberwolves, they picked up the W against the Pacers in Indiana.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle, Conley and Allen in the backcourt, and it's Green in at the small forward position. Ricky Rubio Clark, one of the most highly anticipated international players in recent memory to come into the NBA.
Yeah, he's got an awful lot of flash and substance to his game, and after much haggling and negotiating, he was finally allowed to join the Minnesota Timberwolves in 2011.
Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies winning their last game against Portland.
Was not even close. I mean, they had points coming from all over the place.
Yeah, they stayed true to the game plan offensively and never strayed at all. Impressive performance.
Now here's Garnett. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Just the shot they wanted. Point-blank range.
On defense, Minnesota. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And it's Green missing. Minnesota with the ball. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
Yeah, and as they renew acquaintances, if you're the underdog, you always want to show, hey, we've got something new up our sleeves. It should be fun. And guys, as we all know, Kevin Garnett is one of the very best power forwards ever to play the game. I mean, was passed by Tim Duncan last year for total rebounds by active players. Still an amazing statistic among many for KG, a future Hall of Famer.
And for KG, the last 3 seasons have obviously been very, very tough. His injuries and declining athleticism have led to down numbers really across the board.
Yeah, I mean, his role now has transformed. He's more of a clubhouse leader, a mentor to the up-and-comers, an extra coach, if you will, in game and on the sideline.
And stolen by Prince. And it's Martin missing. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Stolen by Martin. And now running it up the court, Martin pushing it up. Grizzlies with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And Gasol gets it to go.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Towns sets the pick for Rubio. Down low, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. They get Marc Gasol. Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
And guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets for a first-year player. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
He brought up Marc Gasol, a kind of sleeper player he thinks could give them trouble. Coach said he's a guy 7 foot plus. He's very skilled, can shoot and finish over either shoulder, and he doesn't shy away from contact. He's a guy you have to really pay attention to. And I've told our guys, we can't let him have a big game. Fellas, we'll see how they do against him.
All right, Doris, thanks.
And perhaps the biggest plus about Towns is his upside. I mean, he's shown that he can make big strides in his level of play. Already good at shooting from outside and can play either post spot, too. You know, when you're bad or struggling in the West, things can go south in a hurry. I mean, the Wolves ended with the worst record in the league last year at 16-66, and a lot of those losses came in their conference.
Well, last season, the Wolves did struggle in conference, as was expected. 7-45 against the rest of the Western Conference.
Listen, nothing harder in sports than learning how to win. And there's no doubt that Minnesota took a lot of lumps as a young team last season. 3 of those conference wins that you mentioned, though, did come against playoff teams. So there's that little silver lining of hope.
Now, here's Rubio. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Stolen by Randolph. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Low block shot on the way. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Randolph's got his second basket. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Pass to Garnett. Hands the 12-footer. Memphis trailing here. Outside Conley. Picked by Randolph. Outside Conley. Back to Allen. Clock at 6. And there's Marc Gasol on the assist by Allen. 6 points for Marc Gasol.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Now here's Garnett. 8 points for him. Prince kicks to Rubio. Towns sets the pick for Rubio. He feeds it to Garnett. There's the dish to Towns. That's a 2 from Martin. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4. The Grizzlies have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Conley with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
Now Rubio. Jeff Green missing from long range. Here's Towns. Some solid defense from Randolph.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Conley with a wide open look. They get it again. Soft touch off the glass. 6 points for Zach Randolph.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
I think you just see some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Jang, he's checked in for Garnett. Muhammad comes in for Tayshaun Prince. And Andre Miller is subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Gasol with the steal. Chalmers with it. Now defended by Muhammad. Gasol against Miller. Now here's Gasol. Guarded closely. Here's Green. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
And that's a fun category. Most fans love that kind of up-tempo offense. And these guys are the best in the game playing that style.
That free throw, no good. Memphis known for how tough they are at home, but they were equally tough, Clark, on the road last season.
Yeah, grit and grind travels well, Kevin. I mean, even on the road, they were able to force teams to play at their pace.
Levine's checked in for Martin. And Memphis also making a switch. White, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. Now, here is Miller. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Just 5 on the clock. And Muhammad has it in the corner for 3. The shot, no good. And Memphis the other way now.
And guys, consistency always a key for the Grizzlies. And when you talk of consistency, how about having the same field goal percentage, whether away or at home?
Good.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Miller, the pass to Levine. Jang, a screen. Levine dishes to Jang. And Lee pulls it down.
And, you know, to be able to knock down shots on the road the same way you do at home is why the Grizzlies racked up 24 road wins. I mean, it helps when you can attack the basket as they do and work things inside close to the rim.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
And the second free throw, good. It's now been a decade since the Minnesota Timberwolves played postseason basketball. Last trip to the postseason for the Wolves back in 2004.
Wow, that was a long time ago. And if you're wondering, that is the longest playoff drought in the league currently. Wolves want nothing more than to get back to playing playoff basketball, and featuring the #1 pick in last year's draft will help.
Good way to start, you're right. Green, no luck.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And Muhammad gets it to go.
And, you know, even though the Wolves have been out of the playoffs so long, you get the sense it won't be too much longer. They've got a really nice core to build around, and I think could be special, especially Andrew Wiggins.
Miller kicks to Levine. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist. Levine's got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass. And as you mentioned, the Wolves could be back in the playoffs in due time. They are headed in the right direction. Some mistakes have been made along the way, but you have to like their future now.
And Memphis making a change here. Carter's checked in. Now, here's Chalmers. Towns with the steal. And now running up the court, Miller pushing it up. And Muhammad throws it down.
Andre Miller, one of the best dime droppers around.
Memphis has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Miller grabs the miss.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Carter, the pass to Green. Lee kicks to Chalmers. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Kicks it to Jang. There's the feed to Levine. Here's Towns. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouls.
The Timberwolves have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. One bit of news for the Grizzlies last year is that they acquired a single affiliation deal with a Clark, a D-League team, which you think is going to help them.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that team is the Iowa Energy. They're sole partner now with the Iowa Energy. Good move by the team in what is becoming a growing trend in the NBA.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. .23 seconds left in the first. To the wing right side. Here's Adams. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. Adams has got his first basket. Chalmers against Miller. Passes it to Muhammad. Just 3 on the clock, and that one's good. Muhammad's got 6 points. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Minnesota on top, ending the first quarter on a 12-4 run. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.